Today's June 14th. I have several updates. You see my new background. I'm at a conference. That's why I'm dressed very professionally. I just want to show you some of the views. We're on the water in San Diego. Very nice, right? So today I'm going to come with you with some updates. Well, first and foremost, I know you all have heard the news that we will absolutely be entering into repayment at the end of August. And what does that mean? That means that statements by servicers will be going out. They will essentially, more than half of borrowers also have transferred servicers. So servicers have some time to get their act in order to get notices out to you all. And in September, that's when borrowers will have time to get their notices and ask questions. And then October is when first payments are due. So I just want to put that timeline in your all's mind. If you work with student loan borrowers, let them know that. So I wanted to, of course, inform you all of that, number one. The second thing I want to inform you all about is the recent news that the administration has come out with and the Department of Ed has come out with to streamline the loan forgiveness process, as well specifically for public servants, where they have to get extra forms signed called the employer certification form. The government is simplifying it by making it easier to do online. So that's good news. Simplification, of course, is always good news. At LoanSense, of course, we help people with the expert advice also manage that process. Because regardless, it still requires an employer signature. A lot of it can be done through this new PSLF help tool, right? But the updates the administration put out, I'm actually going to reduce my screen here to go over some of the updates that the administration is making. They're obviously making updates to the PSLF help tool, but they're also doing some long-term improvements to the public service loan forgiveness through regulation. Number one, making it easier to file. That's great. Second of all, making it easier to track employment, which has been historically a huge issue, like certifying employers and understanding how many months count. So they're going to make it easier. I don't know exactly what that looks like as of yet. As soon as we know what that physically looks like, we will be doing a screen share and sharing that with you all. And of course, providing opportunities to help correct PSLF account issues. That's what we've historically done here at LoanSense is we'll take people with like a few payments counted towards PSLF, and by the time they're done working with us, they will have, depending on what their payment history is, and with the account adjustment, they'll have like 100 to getting complete loan forgiveness, right? So getting those issues resolved is really, really key. And then, of course, those are issues right now that they haven't figured out how to make it simpler for borrowers yet. So we're actively helping people. So ahead of the administration making changes that go into effect at the end of this year, we're also here to assist. So just know that. I highly recommend borrowers who are in different income-driven repayment programs to understand when your filing deadlines are and get your act in order before August, because in August, these servicer phone lines will be jammed, and it's going to be very hard to try to do everything with your paperwork and understand what your payment's going to be, or try to get your loans forgiven at the very last minute. They've already gotten funding cuts and already have cut a lot of the staff for their call centers. So please do not wait to the last minute. Like if you're hoping to get your loans forgiven or re-enroll into an income-driven plan, now, July is really the time to act because, again, you don't want to wait for the very, very last minute, okay? Wanted to put that out there. I wanted to also mention that their long-term changes include they extended the one-time account adjustment. So that means that if you've had multiple years where you went into forbearance because of bad advice, let's say you were a Peace Corps volunteer, you served in the military, whatnot, they put your student loan payments on pause, they put you in what's called forbearance. That did not actually count your loans towards student loan forgiveness, which is horrible because it should have been counted. So what you could do is enroll. If you don't have direct loans, you can consolidate them, get into direct loans, and use the one-time payment account adjustment to actually get those payments counted, right? That you have until the end of 2023 to do. It's really, really important to do that before the end of 2023 so that you can get multiple years of forbearance counted, right? So at any time, if you had hardship and your servicer put you in forbearance, all that time can count towards loan forgiveness, which is great because that's also time you made $0 payments. So you can get all these 3.5 years we haven't paid, almost 3.5 years counted, plus all the time you didn't pay in the past, up to 3 years counted. So it's a really amazing program. So I encourage people to enroll and apply. And also, in addition to that, we help people understand how many payments they have left to pay by submitting to their servicer a payment count update. If you're interested in the payment count update letter, we provide that with helping borrowers. By the way, everyone can get a completely free analysis of what their student loan payment should be and what plan they should be in at myloansense.com. You literally get started for free, get a free analysis. Everyone gets one. I encourage everybody to do that because the government, as helpful as their site is, it does not get as targeted as personalized information as we provide. And lastly, we're here on standby. So if you have any questions, we can answer them, okay? We have a chat feature, and of course, once you purchase our service, then you get assigned to someone who will speak to you and help you strategize your entire student loan payoff and help you manage the paperwork along the pathway. So the good news to mention is 615,000 people have gotten their loans forgiven, and it's counting still because there's more people applying. And in addition, among the future updates of long-term changes is that Biden is releasing an improvement to the current income-driven repayment plan that will cut the payments for low-income borrowers. And they define low-income borrowers as those earning, it's going to cut the payments for basically everybody, but it's going to really help you if you make less money because they're going to increase the poverty line in the formula. So if you're making 40, 50, 60,000, you're really going to benefit from this new program. You can count on LoanSense to stay updated on this information. We will always send it out. And please, 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 if you've used our service in the past, because the administration is changing all the due dates for people's paperwork, we don't have people's most updated due dates because it's usually tagged to the year you filed before. We don't have everybody's updated paperwork unless you came in and connect your loans directly with us, which I encourage you to do so that we can get your updated timelines and keep you informed. But please keep informed through your servicer, and we were here on standby, especially if you used our service in the past. We've had several people return, and we can help you get right on track and back enrolled into the right programs for when payment hits. Again, do not wait to the last minute. We're here on standby to take your questions. Let us know. If you like any kind of student loan content, update on the latest and greatest, please subscribe, please share, please like, and we will see you again next week.